Hello everyone, this is Seraphon playing the Magical Bringer Korona the movie bonus game, the Dun Dun Dungeon Daiboken, a JRP style dungeon crawling adventure. If you want to check what's happened so far, everything is in the archives. But for now, let's jump back into things. I took last week off for a number of reasons, one of them being wanting to grind up some more levels, and levels have been ground. I think last time Korona was around level 42, 43. She's almost to level 50 now. And at level 45, she learned a new skill. You can see it at the bottom of her skill list here. This is her most powerful and most expensive attack. It's really not worth it against bosses because it's inefficient. But it's pretty good in random encounters, so I'll be demonstrating that. Yuka is up to level 47. I think her last skill is from equipment that I don't have yet, so that's still missing. Pleia is up to level 44. I forget when she learned Babel. I don't remember if that was before the grinding or during it, but either way, that is another enemy stack targeting thing, like Double Desperado. But instead of doing slashing physical damage, it does lightning magic damage. It doesn't replace Thunder Discharge, really. Thunder Discharge affects all enemies. Babel only attacks one stack. I think Pleia had one ability from rare equipment that I can potentially get for one of the upcoming mid-bosses. And her last skill, I think, might have been level 50? And I'm pretty sure also needs Belith in the party to be available. But she needs more holes for that, regardless. Belith, meanwhile, only gets 5 skills ever. Her last skill, I forget which level that's at, but obviously she doesn't have it yet. It's pretty powerful, though. Again, I think she needs Pleia in the party to use it, so once again, that's another reason to use both of them together, in addition to this passive skill that raises Pleia's stats by a multiplier based on Belith's level. I think it was 1.2% per level, so at this point she's increasing Pleia's stats more than 50%. This does show up on her stat screen here, by the way. So if you compare, for instance, her attack, defense, and spirit to anyone else, Pleia's showing more spirit than Yuka, who is really one of the powerhouses when it comes to that. Not as much defense, but really no one comes near Yuka in defense. She has more base defense than Korona, with Belith support. Base attack 108. That's close to Korona's. Korona is a massive physical attacker, though. Anyway. So basically what I've been doing is hanging around the save point, coming over here to this corner to get in the random encounter. And let's just demonstrate the definitely new skill and the possibly new skill. Korona's is Shin Korona Desperado, or True. This is her super special move that she gets in one battle in the first game and does not show up at all in the second game. This is like the ultimate special attack, basically. It's slashing damage against an enemy group in this. It is more powerful than her Korona Desperado attack, but it's also more than twice as expensive, and it's not twice the power. It's just not worth it against a boss, but against random enemies it does nicely. Pleia, as I mentioned, her Babel skill is lightning damage against a group, which is similar to the slashing damage against a group of Double Desperado. It does cost more. Being magic-based, it's spirit-powered rather than attack-powered, which at this point means it's actually weaker than Double Desperado, because she has a really good weapon. Anyway, using Babel on Freddy, this column of lightning crashing down from the sky, this is good damage. They're not weak against that. They don't have particularly poor magic defense, but that's 300 damage. Freddy is using Bicycle. That's Freddie Mercury reference. I think the song is called Bicycle Race, but this lowers everyone's agility, so I don't care. Freddy is using a body press on Yuka. That's moderately powerful, that's the normal attack, but Yuka has a ton of defense, so she doesn't care. Belith's defending. Korona uses True Korona Desperado. This is 3 special attacks in 1 in the original game, so if you watch the animation, 1, 2, 3, 400 damage, Freddy's down, 400 damage, Freddy's down. And that again is to an enemy group. So if you have a stack of things, or 2 stack of things, you can have Pleia go after one group, Korona go after the other group. Very effective. Use just a normal Korona Desperado and Freddy. Throughout the double Desperado on the Graboids. Lightning Strike slashing. The lightning does not matter. That's pure slashing damage, and it depends only on Pleia's stats, even though it's conceptually a combo attack with Korona. There's Freddy's normal attack. Against Korona, it's respectable damage, but not great. And there goes Freddy. Coming this corner, we have Basilisks this time. These have a ton of health, so I will use both of the power attacks I have going on. 360, 420, 380, 390. I have something like 750 health. There's 460 dead, 403 dead, 383 dead, and a dodge. It uses its tail attack, which hits everyone. Let Pleia charge up some energy. That's its petrifying attack. I forgot to stop and read that, but I was thinking it had something to do with mincemeat, because that's actually in the attack description. But I did take the time to look that up. The expression is Menchi Okiru. It's not mince, it's mensch, which is basically a synonym in Japanese. But the expression is an idiom in the Kansai dialect, which means to glare at. So you have a basilisk glaring at you. Being a basilisk, having a glare at you causes petrification. One of them dodged, but the others are down. No problem. If you heal, Pleia recovers some MP, and that should be enough to deal with these. Belith's attack is actually respectable at this point because I gave her a lightsaber. Or they call it an energy sword or something like that, but it's a lightsaber. Let me just check that. Yeah, laser blade. So that's 80 attack. She has garbage attack at base, but plus 80 gives her 110, which is enough to do respectable damage. It's better than Yuka anyway. Of course, Yuka is our white mage and tank, so you don't expect Yuka to do great damage. Let's see, she'll True Desperado those. Oh no. Let's have Korona use True Desperado on them. Double Desperado the Freddy's, and Prism Trick, because that's magic damage, which the Graboids are weak against. So if Korona happens to get a weak roll, that'll finish them off. Heck, it'll probably finish the Freddy's off too. Yep. Graboid attempted to swallow Korona whole. That is an instant death attack, but I have everyone with protection against that, so not a concern. There are enough enemies around who use instant death that I want to have defense against it. And that one is not down. I guess something just missed. Yuka's gaining a level. 8 health, 5 mana. 1 attack, 3 defense. Again, she is a massive tank. 3 spirit and 1 luck. I'll have her heal up the group. That's the revive. This is the heal. Korona is getting go on magic because I've been abusing her really expensive skill. So we will head back to the save point and then go take on the dragon. Well, these first. same thing as last time, although the numbers are a bit different. And yeah, Pleia got some bad RNG in there. Not quite enough damage to finish them off. But Prism Trick will do it for that. 2 of them dodged. And those 2 dodged again. I'll use Voltic Blade, which should take one out if it doesn't dodge. And it did. They attack you from underfoot, which makes sense for burrowing enemies. Okay. Just come in here, heal, save on a new slot. Yeah, I want to keep this previous save so that in case I decide to try going after the rare drops from the mid-bosses, that's still available as an option. But for now, we have to go through these to get to the boss. All of the corridors between these corner rooms have an encounter forced in the middle of them. Okay, more ice down. And the Graphite's down. Let's use items to heal to conserve mana for the boss. Okay, so before going in, I want to switch equipment around a bit. Yeah, this is my instant death protection, but Hyperion does not use instant death or any status attacks, so I want as much defense as possible for Belith. So we'll give her a second buckler. I guess she can get the thigh highs. What does she even have instant death from? Okay, that's a dragon mail that's giving her that protection, so I want to keep that on because it is the highest defense armor I have. Use these 10 heals to get everyone basically to full. And here's Hyperion. Using the boss music from when you fight Noel in the middle of Act 5 and Pleia Act 5 in the main story. Let's use Korona Survivor just in case Korona gets taken down. That lets her pop back to life. Definitely raise Bel's defense. I went Voltic Blade because that is single target, same damage as Double Desperado, but because it's single target it costs less. And Belith can use Rainbow Paint, which is water magic damage. And Hyperion, being a fire dragon, doesn't like water. 300 damage. Korona got hit. Yuka got hit, so Hyperion is one of those enemies that can attack twice. There's a solid plus 57 to Bel's defense. Yeah, the way the setup skills work is kind of weird. If you're not using it on yourself, like Korona Voltage, which I'm doing there, then the effectiveness of ones that can target someone else, like this Genbu Gate, which raises defense, is a function of their defense and your spirit, if it's raising defense, of course. So the lower their defense is, the more effective it is. And of course, in addition to how high the user spirit is. Rainbow Paint, that is substantial damage. Pleia gets a respectable 27. Korona boosts her own attack for 29. Use a Desperado, will boost Korona's defense also. At Voltic Blade, solid 380. Korona keeps getting hit, which you expect. She is the lead character, which makes her more prone to being targeted, along with Yuka. That only gave her 15 defense. I think it's still worth it, but it's not as impressive as the sizable gain to Belith because Belith's defense is kind of garbage. Yep, Tail is going to hit everyone for a moderate amount of damage. There's standard Desperado. Not as good as Belith or Pleia's attack, but still good. music's into this part. Yep, that's why I did a multi-target heal, because I expected to get beat up some. Yuka doesn't really need to do anything at the moment, so let's give Korona some MP back. Dark Filament Breath is Hyperion's strongest attack. Multi-target heal, Voltic Blade, Rainbow Paint. Belith is actually doing a lot of DPS in this fight. Because although most of her stats are pretty poor, her Spirit is good. Rainbow Paint, being a magic attack, is powered by Spirit. And so you have a ton of Spirit against a weakness. So yeah, that's pretty good. Hyperion can actually do a decent amount of damage to Yuka. Which is uncommon. That tells you he has a ton of attack power. Let's do a party heal. Probably need it. Yeah, that's the thing with RNG, you don't know. And because Yuka's too slow to go first, I have to kind of react to what I'm guessing the enemy is going to do, instead of the current situation. And yeah, we beat Hyperion. Right as the music loops, but the music keeps going because that's how it works. And we did not get his rare drop. As far as I can tell, if you don't get it, you just don't get it, and you have to start the game over, or at least load and try again. Yeah, level 40, 8,000 hit points, 255 attack. That's not the maximum, but it feels like a thing. 105 defense, but our physical attacks were still working fairly well. Only 30 spirit, which means magic is good, especially water, its weakness. Yeah, resist fire, so not even going to try Korona's blaster and gun blazing attack. 68 agility, not great, but again, it's fast enough to outpace a lot of the party, because we have some slow characters here. 8,000 experience, 2,000 coins. Item 1, question marks. Item 2, none. So, active volcano region in the Demon Realm. Yeah, Fire Dragon that lives in the active volcano region. Seeking out prey. We'll go around mountains and forests in search of prey. If you were unfortunate enough to meet it, your only choices really are to screw up your resolve or jump in the water. Okay then. Yeah, I believe Hyperion's drop that I didn't get because it's something like a 1 in 30 chance, I think, is a spear that is the strongest weapon in the game. Barring Korona's weapon is serious at high levels. Because the gimmick with Osiris is every level Korona gets, he gets +2 power, so... status screen. Yeah, at level 49, Osiris power is 100. I think the spear, which I want to say was called Galebog, was 150 attack. And the spear, Pleia is currently using the Tarkargan spear, which is basically Plebia's personal weapon, but it's also really good for her, is 110 attack, and an MP bonus and a spirit bonus. But yeah, if we're looking at speed, Korona has 54 minus 31 from equipment because she's using some very heavy stuff for the raw defense power. Yuka's at 33 plus 5 from the thigh highs, I think. Pleia, 199. She doesn't even need that plus 5. And Bella's moderately fast, but again, she has poor stat growth. So, really, the only thing she has that grows well is her spirit. Luck is decent, but mostly spirit. For now, I'll switch them back to the rabbit's foots, in case we run into instant death attack. Actually, I should save that just in case. Alright, now let's go explore the next section. It's not going to be much there, just another room like the one we were just in. Yeah, let's standard Desperado, double Desperado this tech, and Prison Trick a lot. One miss, but 3 down. Getting tentacles, we're getting hit from below. Okay, so most of them are down. And at this point, it's just mopping up. Monsters defeated, 17,000 experience. Alright, we're getting into new territory, for what that's worth. Which honestly isn't much at this point. We'll get access to the next mid-boss. We'll get, I think, one more chest if it's like the previous room. And a few more monsters in the corners also. Okay, you can see the exclamation point for the boss already. The basilisks, we know what to do with these. Double Desperado. 360, 370, dodge. $400, 370, 350. So down to 1. Recover a bit of MP. Alright, it attempted its Petrify attack, but that did not work. And we've survived another battle. There'll be another one in this corner, of course. Let's double Desperado those. I think I've mentioned this before, there is a flag in the game data to give that Thunder as a secondary damage type. The thing is, there's absolutely nothing that looks at secondary damage types, so it has no effect. Not sure why they even exist in the data. Yeah, let's risk it. I did just save. So, across the river, oh, I think that's Obachan, which should be Grandma, is waving. Grandma's waving from across the river. I think that's an instant death attack, or something along those lines, but it didn't work. And we got the jet... not sure how to pronounce that. Let's check the item dictionary to see if I can find it. Also, this is getting nicely filled out. We have all the recover items. We're missing 2 food on page 1, 3 food on page 2. 3 miscellaneous consumable items. We're missing 1 key item here. It should come as no surprise that is the map to 4-9. So that's the only key item missing. We're missing 4 one-handed weapons. 4 two-handed weapons. 2 shields. 3 helmets. These are body armor or clothing. We're missing 4 of these. I think one of those was a rare drop from the 3rd Ms. boss. Oh, there, the jet. It's the same word as that. I think that's Zori, which is like a kind of sandals. Yeah, the Zori and Tabi set. The Tabi are the socks with the big toe separate, so you can wear the sandals with them. These are Jet Zori, which anyone can use. 8 defense, 10 speed. And I think that's what enables Yuka's other skill. So we're missing 5 accessories. Yeah, let's try putting those on Yuka. She's currently using the over-knee socks. which are basically Psy Highs. Oh no, that's an accessory. This is footwear. This already would be footwear. Okay, so that costs her a bit of spirit because the high heels give a boost to that, but it gives her a little more defense plus 10 speed. Also, the description of this: high speed samurai. Yeah, this and the Starblade Andromeda, which no one are using, appear to be references to the TV show Korona was watching during the main story. Andromeda Samurai, I think it's called. It's a sci-fi samurai drama, so you get Starblades, you get Nebula, whatever. And if I look at Yuka's skills now, yep, there it is. The two, that's like layers or thicknesses, Nebula. So Duel Nebula, basically. That was his, yeah, the samurai character's special attack. So that's slashing damage on an enemy group, which basically makes it, I think, an upgrade to Yuka's previous offensive skill. In any case, we got that safely. There'll be another group here. Let's do Korona Legend. Try out Yuka's skill and try to have Pleia nuke those. One dodge, two didn't quite take enough damage. But that's why I'm having Korona use her hit everything attack. I missed the description for that, but there's your Duel Nebula. You get double slash 196, 223, 198. That's good damage for someone who's not an attacker. They're trying to swallow everyone, but we have instant death immunity, so no one cares. Alright, let's use a Thunder Discharge, which will hurt the Lorelei, but will not damage the Graboid. Got 240, 240. 0. They're immune to lightning. But we can just finish it off with normal attacks. No big deal. Monsters beaten, we got another catsuit. Okay, so we've explored everything we can explore without fighting the next boss. Which, after saving and healing, I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Also, just check this. Okay, we have both drops from Freddy, the cardboard cutout, life size, basically, and the microphone. We have both drops from Lorelei, that's Taco is Octopus Sushi, and the cat suit. We are missing the rare drop from the Basilisk. I think it's equipment, I'm not sure if it's good for anyone in this party. Common drop is Anti-Stone, which is appropriate. And Graboids, again, we're missing the rare drop. The common one is Ebi Sushi, which is shrimp. Okay, so there'll be an unavoidable battle here. But there's only one of them, so who cares? Yeah, Freddy, if you have immunity to instant death, is the least threatening enemy on the floor. His normal attack's not that strong. It's the only thing he has that does damage. What else did he have? He can sing Rhapsody for Bohemian Rhapsody. I think that was the sleep attack. You can sing Killer, which is an instant death attack. From Killer Queen, I believe. And he can sing Bicycle, which is speed down, which no one cares. Play is petrified. That's another thing Belith is good for. She has an inexpensive status cure. Yuka also has one, but it costs 15 rather than 10, and she's usually better off using her magic for healing. Anyway, Pleia is gaining a level. 8 health, 2 mana, not great, but 2 attack, 1 defense. That's pretty good for her. 4 speed, 2 spirit, no luck, so overall, pretty solid. Alright, let's recover. Actually, we're pretty good on mana. Let's recover Belith's health, though. I don't want to go going into a boss with less than max hit points on my most vulnerable characters. Yeah, change equipment again. Don't need the instant death protection, but I'm going to want the defense. Actually, let's give her the buckler for defense and give Belith the thigh highs, so she also gets some speed out of it. This Pleia doesn't need the speed. Ah, yes. Kerberos. Kerberos, however you want to say that. I think I've heard it Cerebus. Right, yeah, the 3-headed guard dog of hell. Except now it's a cyborg. For reasons. Which, if I'm not mistaken, means physical attacks are useless. So we'll start with Korona Survivor. We'll boost Belith's defense. This just popped up. The ultimate special attack. Release full power, lightning strike all enemies. 80 MP, but... yeah, you may have noticed it didn't chasing learn that. That's because it's one of the abilities that you need to be a certain level and have someone in the party to use. So you don't learn them outright. Okay. Belith will defend for now, until she has that defense boost. So let's see what Excalibur does. That's disgusting. I'm pretty sure Kerberos is weak against lightning, but even still, that is disgusting. Alright, Korona used Survivor. I'm going to go ahead and not even try to use physical attacks. Yeah, I have enough MP for another Excalibur, so let's do it. Rainbow Paint, sure. 2800. That is disgusting. But Kerberos can hit multiple people. That gun blazing is decent. I'm just going to attack for the heck of it. Pleia needs some MP back, so we'll use Patron. Triple laser. Multi-target damage. Pretty darn powerful. Good thing Yuka's healing. Yeah. Normal attack, 1 damage. So, gun blazing it is. Let's keep giving Pleia more MP so she can keep spamming Excalibur. And miss. That is a risk. Yeah, actually, Korona's attack is so relatively weak here that even the best thing she has, that I'm just going to keep having her feed Pleia MP. There's triple laser again. Half the party dodged though, so that's good. Let's keep throwing in the heals. Do another Excalibur, and one more Patron. Yep, and we win. The monster is defeated, 120 or 12,500 experience. Did not get the drop, of course. I wasn't expecting it, seeing as again, I think it's a 1 in 30 chance for all of them. But yeah. Level 43, 9,500 health, 268 attack, 999 defense, 1 spirit. So don't use physical attacks. 120 speed, so it's a speedster. 67 luck doesn't really matter unless it has status attacks, which I don't think it does. All bosses are immune to all status effects, so... And luck doesn't matter for their resistance anyway, it's only for the effectiveness when they use them. Weak point, Thunder. Resist slash, resist magic. That's as in magic, so... Prism Trick, Reverse Gravity, etc. that do just generic magic damage. It's not a resistance to things like fire, lightning, water magic damage. Anyway. Experience coins, you can see there. Item 1, who knows? Item 2, none. I think this is the one that drops the accessory for Pleia that enables her other special attack. So we're not seeing that this playthrough. Again, unless I decided to come back and keep trying this again to get the drops. Anyway, the Guard Dog of Hell. Yep. Anyway, Magic Beast that bites to pieces, basically. Those who have committed the sin of... I believe that's gluttony. It would make sense. In recent years, it's undergone... That's basically mechanization. So yeah, we have a cyborg Kerberos. Little weird, but that's where they went with it. And sure, why not? Let's just explore what's ahead. There will be one more mid-boss before Noel. Freddy's not too threatening, so I'll take this opportunity to recharge some of Pleia's MP. Yeah, this is Rhapsody. I don't know why it sounds like an evil laugh. It should sound more like Galileo Figaro and Mama Just Killed a Man. Oh, right, I forgot to put everyone's instant death defense back on. No, I'll do that after the battle. And hope he doesn't use it on someone who's vulnerable. Okay, one down. Let's do a vaulted blade to speed this up. We're getting bicycles, dropping everyone's speed into the ground. Okay, so we're down to 1. Yeah, Killer is the instant death attack. Horror film Scream is appropriate enough. Anyway, Pleia's backed up to max MP already. Oh, that must not have been the mandatory encounter. Either that or this one isn't. So it'll be right in the middle of the hallway. Which this looks like it is, so that was the mandatory encounter. Once again, we have a little room with some things in the corners. That was easy. Again, monsters in the corner. I forgot to change equipment again, didn't I? Oh well. Attack. One dodged, one dodged. 2 of them dodged. And because the one that didn't is in the back of the stack, I can't hit it correctly. Alright, Korona Legend. And Korona and Yuka are the ones most likely to get hit, and they do have instant death immunity. So we should be fine. And indeed, we are fine. So... Moon Rabbit's Foot. And Moon Rabbit's Foot. Yeah, let's roast it again. Someone's radio program. I'm not sure what that is. It's probably someone's name. But that is MP damage. Regardless, we got a thing. Sada. That's like joy, pleasure, delight, something. Oh, this is the Marquis de Sade's knife. So if I check in my one-handed weapons, I believe. Yeah, Marquis de Sade's delight. It's a crazed blade that enjoys causing pain. Yeah, that is the guy that sadism is named after. So Nyal can use this, Rhyme can use this, Crom can use this. No one else can except maybe Noel, and if Noel can, it won't show her just yet because she hasn't actually joined the party yet. But yeah, 75 attack, 20 speed, that's pretty solid. For a one-handed weapon anyway. Laser Bait's a bit stronger, but there's no overlap in who can use them. So yeah, that's the strongest. Laser Blade and that are the strongest one-handed weapons I have. So pretty good. Let's heal Belith, she's looking like beat up. So there's another encounter in the corner here. We'll do a Korona Legend because Korona is a bit low on MP, and I also want to finish off anything that gets hit weakly. But those are all down, so we're good. Here's Bicycle. Okay. Turn around, fill out the last bit of the map. And yeah, this is not a particularly exciting floor. You come down the stairs, there's a room with some stuff. You go through here, there's another room with a bit of stuff and a boss. You go through here, there's another room with a bit of the stuff and a boss. You go through here, there's another room with a bit of stuff and a boss. And I think this goes and then into the middle where you then fight Noel. So, weirdly straightforward for it. There's just a lot of battles one after another. Those are easily dealt with when they don't dodge, which they are fairly prone to do. Yeah, we'll recover the MP. He plays getting in around 30-ish per use of that, sometimes more. So that is pretty impressive. Someone's leveling, 5 health and mana, 1 attack and speed, 1 spirit 2 luck. That's Belith. Saw her maximums change out of the corner of my eye. Not a great level from her, but she doesn't really do great levels. Could be better though, she normally does get more spirit. Okay, let's just take a quick look at where everyone's status is. Korona is about 100,000 away from level 50. Yuka's a bit more out of 49. Pleia has reached 45, so it's level 45 requirement for Excalibur. And Belith is 44. So I think she gets her best skill at either 45 or 50 and needs Pleia in the group. So we might actually have that for Noel. But yeah, her base stats are garbage. And Pleia's speed is even more ridiculous now. Anyway, I did just save, right? Let's make sure. Yeah, that's some good progress. A lot of the progress really was grinding for levels off camera. But as far as actually getting somewhere in terms of beating stuff and exploring the floor, that's 2 mid-bosses dealt with. There is one more before Noel. So I might do some grinding off camera before next week. I might just grind next week and then go into the next boss. And I don't think I want to do both that and Noel in the same session. But if all goes well, we should be beating Noel by the end of November. And after that, I think I'll take a break from this to go back to some Tohos for what I called Danmaku December last year. I think I'll continue with that. And afterwards, we'll see. I think the new year I might go into another Atari Top 25 and then resume this and try out Noel, go into the post-game. We'll see. But yeah, until next week, enjoy your weekend. This has been Arafellan playing the Magical Bringer Korona 2 bonus game, the Dun Dun Dungeon Dai Boken, and that's kind of fun to say with all the da 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 da. And the full playthrough to this point, except for some off-camera grinding, is in the archives under streams, or I think they call it live. The playthrough of the story this is attached to, that explains some of what's going on in the characters, that has a full playthrough in the not live section, because I did a lot of editing for that, making it kind of nice and manageable sections and whatnot. Anyway, all sorts of other stuff. We've got Zelda, we've got Atari games, we've got miscellaneous whatever. Feel free to check any of that out. Yeah, for now, enjoy your weekend.